Hey guys, what's going on? AngryLarry here with some breaking news in the wrestling world. WWE has released 8 superstars. Their official comment is WWE has come to terms on the release of WWE superstars Damian Sandow, King Barrett, Santino Marella, Cameron, Hornswoggle, Alex Riley, El Torito, and Zeb Coulter. As of today, Friday, May 6, 2016. WWE wishes them the best in all their future endeavors. Now, we kind of knew that releases were going to be on the horizon after WrestleMania. There's been many call-ups, many signees in NXT to take the places of the call-ups, many people in developmental right now, and it doesn't come as a shock as to people getting released. It happens almost every year. Some of these names, though, are kind of shocking, so let's go through them real quick here. King Barrett, he was expected to be released as he asked to be released. He was written out of the TV, out of storylines, and it was known that he was done with the company. It was public. He even commented on it, so that was going to happen. His name on this list is not him being fired, it's just he's being released early from his contract, and this is the time they did it. Santino Marella, a little bit of a surprise, only because I just did not know he was under contract still to begin with. He's had neck issues, he's made some appearances, but other than that, he's been pretty much gone as well. Cameron has been making a lot of waves lately, and her release could be due to this. WWE does like to selectively send messages to other superstars. You know, the suspension of Titus O'Neil was one of them. Sending Ryback home could have been another. Cameron has been very vocal about the WWE universe bullying her, and supporting Ryback's rant, I guess, or commentary on why he went home and his contract situation. There was also nothing for her, so it could be one of those selective, hey, if you speak your mind on social media that openly, this could be you type of situation too. Could be a message to people in the back, could not be. I mean, there was nothing for her, and it's pretty much it when it comes to that. There was also nothing for Hornswoggle, El Torito, and Zeb Coulter. And you certainly, when there's releases in WWE, that's like the typical banner most people fall under, that creative has nothing for you. And that happened here. Hornswoggle was last seen prior to his substance abuse suspension back a year ago, I think. Torito was gone since Epico or the Matadors have left TV. And Zeb Coulter was last seen with Del Rio before the formation of the League of Nations. So it's funny that he gets released after the League of Nations breaks up. And, you know, where in a spot where they could have probably used him. But again, they also have to manage their budgets and stuff like that. And if people are just not doing anything, it's a business. And that's expected. The biggest surprise here for me is Alex Riley. I always thought Alex Riley had the wrestling look. He's got great promo skills, and he was featured as recently as NXT a few days ago. Unless something happened at the TV tapings, backstage, or in the match he had at the taping, it's hard to see why he would get released. Now, the Duke on the GNWC podcast I do, the link is below. We do a weekly show every week. Yesterday we recorded this. Last night. Actually, no, he said this a while ago. We did record one last night, but he said this a while ago, and probably off the air. He mentioned to me that Alex Riley had heat based on a comment he made in NXT while broadcasting, saying that this is what champions do, and then somebody in the back pulled him aside and said, "Hey, you've never been a champion. You have no right to say that." Somebody high in the offices. And then he was removed as a from commentary because of this. Basically, this was in late 2013, early 2014. So I kind of doubt that he's being released now because of he had back then. But he came back from injury, I thought, hot. with a great promo. Probably a better promo than most people do in NXT because of the experience he has. And he had some legit reasoning for his promo. The basic trope that he's hurt, he's on the sidelines, nothing's being handed to him, and then somebody comes in and the world's handed to them kind of deal. So I thought he was on the rise again, and I thought he was in a better place he's ever been in since maybe back when he was doing the stuff with The Miz, but he's been released, so I guess there's no reason to go on anymore. And last, I wish I could say I didn't see Sandow's release coming, but we saw it coming. It was obvious that his name was going to be included in the list of future endeavors if they were ever to do one like they did today. He got very over in the Mizdow angle. The fans ate him up. He got huge pops when people thought he might win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 31. Then he was put in the Macho Man Dow Mega Powers gimmick with Curtis Axel, which was then scrapped when Hulk Hogan got fired and they did not allow Axelmania anymore. But he was never repackaged or moved into a new storyline like Curtis Axel was with the Social Outcasts. He was essentially used as filler for battle royals and squash matches, and the fans still popped for him over and over and over again. Now, while it's probably bad for business to push him through the roof based on the crowd popping for him, and certainly he wouldn't be a viable world champion, I'll never understand why he couldn't be US champion, or just be in the mix, based on the crowd's reactions alone. This supports Ryback and Bret Hart's argument that you ask and book guys to do certain things, then release them because you have nothing for them afterwards, or the gimmicks fail, which was not his fault in the Mandow situation. Certainly he was over, and the crowd did like him, so again, backstage stuff, you don't really know. Maybe he rubs people the wrong way, says certain things. I don't follow every single thing he does on social media. He was outspoken at times about not doing things, but in a positive way, as far as what I saw. So you never know exactly the reasons why they were cut, but they were 8 guys today, and most of them were expected, or you just had nothing for them, and there were a couple of shocking people in there, Alex Riley and the fan favorite Damian Sandow. So that's breaking news today. Make sure you follow me for more breaking news, for recaps of live event specials. We're going to do a top 10 sooner or later. I think I'm starting it this week. Also check out the GNWC channel, GNWC Official on YouTube, weekly podcasts and preview shows for live events. You can also check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/AngryLarry, and Twitter @LarryIsAngry. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you think should have been released, or who you would want to save if you had a, one of those, whatever they are in Survivors, where you can kind of prevent being eliminated, stuff like that. I don't know. It's too early. I can't think of it. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time.